So there are 20 items. It's an array. Let's create a function. Const uh, movie options. Movie option tags. Technically, for functions, you do want to pass in information, so you can do like movies here, and you can put this, and then when you call it, you would put in the whatever you want to, the whatever data you want to pass into it. But for this, we don't have to put it since it's a global variable. We could just call it inside of it anywhere. But what do you call that? To make it more appropriate, or to make it more right, let's just do it the correct way. Movies, movie object. Okay. So this function is going to take a movie object, and then we do know that the movie object is just an array with 20 objects. So, so now we are trying to make the options tag. So before we do that, let's just do a movie object. Let's loop through it. So you guys can use a for each. Well, you guys can just use a for each, or you could do a regular for loop. Let's do a for loop, just to keep it simple. Let I is equal to 0, while I is less than movie object length I plus plus. Now we have a loop running, which will run 20 times. So what do we want? We need to create option tags. Option tag is equal to document.create element option. So actually, if you guys didn't know that we needed to create this option tag, you guys should have or could have Googled it. So how to make a drop down select in JS. So there are videos, but Stack Overflow is usually the quickest way to get your answers. So the first one is usually the question, and so you could check if this is the question, if this is the same question you had, and then after that you can find the answers. So create document element, create element select, add new option. So this guy did it a different way, a quicker way. So yeah, this one would be the way we'd want it. It's a little more tedious how this guy just had it in one line, but select that options. Yeah, this guy had it in one line. So he's creating a new object called options, and then he's putting stuff into it. So yeah, for now, let's do this simple create element, create options, and then we can see that value. We're guessing that's the value it's going to get. Selected. Looks like null, inner HTML. Method 1. This is not the best answer. Let's go to W3. It always has the easiest examples. So, okay, not that. Not a drop-down menu. I'll select. 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 So select is the tag we're looking for, and then we want a bunch of options. And by default, it always holds a value, and then it needs to have something. So we can see that it just creates element select, and then where's the option? Here, this guy's putting the option, putting a value and text, and then we're appending it to the list, meaning the select tag, selected list. So we could use this template in our own code. So let's go back to it. So we have our option tag. Let's give the option tag a value. The value is going to be the name of the movie. So we're not going to hard code that. We're going to get it from here. And then as we can see, we wrote it right here, movie title. It's just dot title. So we can do movie object. And since this is a loop, you want to get the ith element in the index, in the array, I mean. You have to put the brackets I. I noticed some of you were missing that, sure are. So let's do that movie, and then what is it, title? Okay, title. So that should have the title in it. Now let's just do option tag dot inner text actually, and then we'll do the same thing. So you can just copy and paste inner text. So in the example, let's see where we're at. This guy had a for loop as well. He created it, he put a value, a text, and then lastly he appended it. We have pretty much the same thing. Value, inner text. We created it, we put the value, put the inner text, or in this case he just put text. Either or is fine. So now let's append it. So what do we append it to? To the select, and the select is in our HTML. So let's did we give it ID? Select movies. So let's just grab this. And let's do document dot query selector. I recommend you guys just use query selector for everything. You could put a hashtag or a dot, or you could just get tags without putting anything. And then append child. Let's append this option tag. So what this function does is it creates the option tag dynamically, no matter what the API result gives us. It gives us all the options. And let's call it. So we have a weight. So let's throw in a weight as well. It doesn't hurt. Just throw it in. What are we passing in? We're passing all movie data. Okay, so hopefully if everything goes right, it will build out the options for us. So right now we have nothing. Let's refresh, and we see that this expanded, meaning it's the width has changed to fit the maximum length of the option tag. So voila, we have all the movies. And just to double check, there's 20 here, so we have about, let's see the last one, when Manny was there. So yes, we do have all the movies here. So always take it slow, just one step at a time, and check your stuff. That way you don't have to worry about checking it later on and see like where the bug is. So just check while your code is still short. And now we have the options. So let's try the